Hello, welcome back to my channel. It has been a little bit since I last posted. I've been traveling a lot and I was hoping I would be able to have a little more time to edit and upload, but I have not. So expect quite a lot of content over the next few weeks. For now though, I just got back from a trip to Boston and Salem. I was in Boston for a work conference and it's October and I figured what better time than to try to sneak in a little quick trip. It was an afternoon into Salem. So for the next little bit, just enjoy the very aesthetic, chill, autumn, fall vibes in Massachusetts, specifically Boston and Salem. And then at the end, I will come back and do a quick little haul wrap up for the things I got and did in Salem. you have it. That was my trip to Boston and Salem. I really only had a few hours in Salem. I had meetings until, I want to say 4 p.m. And then I just quickly Ubered or Lyfted over to the train station from my meeting and then hopped on a train. The train was pretty fast. It was only about 30 minutes up to Salem. I was so worried that it would be overrun with people and that I wouldn't get to do the things I wanted to do. So I had like a list of just things on my map, little pins, and I kept them all to Essex Street just because I thought I'd be very time restricted. I actually got through things pretty quickly. It was a Monday, I want to say, Monday afternoon. It really wasn't that crowded. I was able to get an aura reading done. I've never done this before and always wanted to, so did that while I was there at Ascend. I don't have any video clips of it. I will say it was just so magical in Salem this year. I have been to Salem before, not in October, but the vibe was just so different this year going solo. I met a lot of really cool people, actually, both in Boston and in Salem. The psychic or the medium that read this to me, I vibed with very well. I loved her reading. The first thing she said was holy grounding energy. I'm just a swath of red in this image. Whether or not you believe in aura readings, it's just fun. Either way, I thought it was cool. I liked kind of interpreting what all of my different colors and the placements of the colors and what they meant. There was some stuff she said that really resonated with me, some stuff that maybe not. They also come with like a little color wheel on the back to tell you what each of the colors mean. Red, heavily grounded. It says grounded, stable, and passionate. I don't know if I'm super passionate about a lot of stuff, but I can definitely stay the grounded, stable. I am very grounded in just about everything. So that was my aura reading. This was really cool. It was something I always wanted to do, and I wanted to do something psychic-y in Salem during the October month and all of the witchy spooky time. It just felt right. The other thing I really wanted to do was go to Village Silversmith, which I did have clips of. I had seen their videos or videos of them online previously, and I just wanted to get something fun there. I obviously love my jewelry. And I've also always wanted a Herkimer diamond. So one that I could wear. I think I have a little one that I can meditate with, but I wanted one that I could wear. So I'm looking through the cases, and this wasn't top of mind. I was just looking through to see what they had. And this ring, I don't know how close I can get, jumped out at me. And at first, I think I thought it was just rutilated quartz or maybe moonstone, because sometimes it flashes slightly different colors. So I asked the woman behind the counter. There was this one, and then there was a rutilated quartz one next to it, and I wanted to see both of them. She goes, "Ooh, you got expensive taste," which is a running joke in my family. But this is something that I will wear every day for a long time. So for me, it makes more sense to invest in jewelry pieces. They are things I wear pretty consistently. I wear them to death, and then I will swap them out for something new after a while. But this one I just really liked the energy of, and I've always wanted it, and it just kind of blends in well with everything else. The other place I really wanted to make sure I got to was Moons, because I had seen, it's just like a gift shop, but I had seen online all of these sweaters that I really liked that are embroidered and not screen printed, which was something that I thought was cool. I didn't realize how many different options they'd have. I get sometimes a little decision paralysis-y. So I, unfortunately, with the loud noises, all the people, and how many options there were, just kind of grabbed one of the first ones I saw that I liked. Looking back at the video, there might have been others that I could have looked at a little bit longer, but it was a very cramped space. I was feeling a little boxed in. I didn't want to deal with that, but I did get a sweater. So I am currently wearing my Salem, Massachusetts sweater. I liked this one better because of like the texture. I don't know how to explain it. It is still a soft sweatshirt on the inside, but it's got that nice embroidery. It almost has like a woolish looking texture on the outside, but it's not. They did have other regular embroidered sweatshirts. The other one I was considering, it was really between this one and that one, was like an off-white with a black, I think the same embroidery. So I went with this one. It was funny because it matched my pajamas that I was wearing that week at the hotel, and I was cold. It was pretty chilly in Boston and Massachusetts in general. So I wore this with my pajamas, and I did get, I want to say this is either a large or an extra large. I wanted it very loose and oversized and comfy, and something that I would just continue to wear for years and years to come. The other things I got there, I have a friend who collects playing cards, and I thought these were really cute. So I got her a pack, and then I got me a pack just to have here. I am hosting my Halloween feast with friends, so I figured if we wanted to play card games, now we'll have spooky cards to go with it. And then the final thing I got at Moon's, I have wanted one of these for literally ever. This witch hat. The only problem is I do kind of have a smallish head, but everybody was walking around wearing these. I needed to know where they got them, and it happened to be at the same place I wanted to go anyway for the sweatshirts. I looked at these. You can get them online at pretty much any marketplace for fairly inexpensive. I just kind of wanted to get one in Salem because I thought that was fun, and because everyone was wearing them, they were cute. But I did also look at the Renaissance Festival when I went earlier this year, and they had these, but they had weird patches sewn on them for the brand that was selling them, and they were like 40 some bucks. That wasn't worth it to me when I know how much you can get these for online. So this was still more expensive than what you can get online, but I get to say I got my witch hat in Salem. Okay, the last thing I got was kind of an impulse decision. It was in combination. I kind of started thinking about this a little bit ago. Some backstory is there have been some things in my life that I've been really struggling with. I actively want a change. I have been trying to get things to change. I feel kind of stuck, and I'm a little bit miserable in that stuck. So in combination with the aura reading and talking to this individual, I got some moldavite while I was at Ascend. I actually got it at Ascend. I don't show this necklace very often, but I wear it pretty frequently. I've got a few different things on here that mean quite a bit to me, but I got a little bit of moldavite. We'll see what happens. I know there's a lot of concern online for some people who really believe in it that it's a wild ride. It can be a really hard energy to work with, but I want the change. I'm hoping it's good change. And I think everything with moldavite is, it's always positive change. It just might not be what you expected, or especially if you're like gripping onto something so hard, which I'm not really gripping at this point. I'm like, please, let's let the change happen. I think change is good. I've never had a change be bad. I've had some times like throughout the process of change where I'm considering, why is this happening? It's really hard in the moment, but I've always come out better no matter how hard the change or things were. So got some moldavite. We'll see how I do with that energy. I also learned I had gotten this before I got the moldavite, and the woman I was talking to for the aura reading was like, that actually pairs really well with moldavite. So it's interesting that you picked that up before you came here and talked to me, and now she was also encouraging it with what she was seeing in the aura stuff too. So could be a wild year. I feel like it's a change year for me anyway. Those were all the fun witchy-esque things that I picked up while I was in Salem. Well, I was fortunate enough to be in Boston for my conference. I just cannot recommend New England during the autumn enough. Every tree there was beautiful. Where I live, the trees are doing kind of weird things. Like they are, I'm looking out the window right now, they are changing, but some already changed and some are just brown. It's been a very strange year for colors by me, so I was really excited to go there and just feel immersed in centuries old architecture and buildings, and then the autumn leaves, and then the harbor ride was beautiful as well. That was probably the most relaxing thing I did the entire time I was there. But it was a super good trip, super grateful I was able to go. The conference was great, not related to this video. And I just met so many good people while I was in Boston, and I would love to go back. So now I'm considering, like, how do I get back next year? Maybe I go to the same conference again. But anyway, refocusing back in, because I have not posted a lot the past couple weeks, I will probably post another video this week, maybe even on Halloween. I am gonna make a video of the preparations and the styling for my annual Halloween feast that I do with friends. I might include some of the stuff we do, but that would make the video very late, so we'll see. We're talking about doing some different crafts or things that we can do to celebrate Samhain, Halloween, autumn, just this spooky closing time of the year that when the world starts to slow down a little bit. So yeah, that'll be the next video. Stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good week.